Texas Latino men, documented and not, are hopeful for Donald Trump. Here's why. As they waited on a curb along the Interstate 35 frontage road in Austin on Wednesday morning, their backs to a gulch and their attention toward the cars entering and exiting a parking lot of a Home Depot, the day laborers could agree on a few things. Work for the past while has been sluggish, and prices, for gas, groceries, and rent, harsh. The dozens of men were mostly undocumented immigrants from Honduras, Guatemala, Mexico, Venezuela, El Salvador, and Haiti. They dressed in the long-sleeve shirts, jeans, sunglasses, and baseball caps required for the concrete, flooring, plumbing, or carpentry work that the day might hold. A pastel blue Chevy SUV stopped before them, and the men crowded around. The driver offered $40 for 5 hours of work. Pickup truck required. Some of the men shrugged, a few others grunted, and most walked away. Two took down the driver's phone number. Before COVID, we were setting the prices, said 42-year-old Danilo G., an undocumented immigrant, whose last name the statesman isn't publishing, from Guatemala, who has lived in Austin for 2 decades. Now they, drivers seeking workers, are setting them. Danilo didn't have a vote in Tuesday's elections, but like several of the day laborers who spoke to the American Statesman, he was optimistic about the results of the presidential race. A Donald Trump victory, Danilo said, seemed to be the country's best shot at an economic boom to recover from the downturn he has felt since the start of the pandemic. The Republican former president's return to the White House appeared to be Danilo's best chance at a sense of economic stability, which inflation has corroded, and worth the potentially increased risk of deportation, he said. This time around, or at least on the morning when the election results were still novel, a Trump presidency had the scent of opportunity. More investment. If things get moving, that creates work, Danilo said in Spanish about what he expected. Besides, he said, Trump wants to deport those who do bad things. I haven't broken any laws. Trump has promised to launch the country's largest deportation program on his first day back in the White House.